Cuando yo tengo hambre, pero no cocino, gano un taco de un lugar.
What's up, everybody? Tacuache Mike here with a new kind of video. That's right, I'm doing some more new kind of content at you guys, and yep, still cleaning off the hard stuff. I haven't even counted the days. That's where I'm at on that. But I'll get into this video right away. So I decided to, and I've been thinking about this for a while, is I want to create a playlist, a series of just, I'm just into like a whole bunch of different things, and when I go into them, I go down the rabbit hole. And I like to bring people along with me to see if they enjoy the same kind of things that I do. You know, and so the first one, I'll just go right into example, is K-pop. I got into K-pop probably over a year and a half ago, and I'll explain some of my journey through this playlist that I have. So the rabbit hole is just a playlist of videos. I have this video explaining the videos that are coming up next, and you can either join me and go down this rabbit hole path with me or not, you know, and you know, it's quick. If you're kind of curious about the topic, the playlist should come up next if I do it right, and then you just follow the playlist that comes up. And the first one is K-pop that I'm getting into. It looks like I added 38 videos. I went kind of deep into this rabbit hole. So this is almost a whole weekend event, it seems like, if you go down it. But my history with K-pop started with Psy, you know. 5-6 years ago, he came out with that song. And then I was working at Samsung, and what they did is they had this parody of the song come on. And I've included that here, and that kind of let me know about K-pop. And then I had some buddies that were kind of into it. And after that, like probably about a year and a half, 2 years ago, I started looking for Psy, and I remember he had this other girl who was in the video that our parody video kind of makes a funny joke, and I was like, just curious about the girl. Who was she, and has she really been in anything else? And I found her name is Hyuna, and Hyuna's been in several videos, you know. She's got her own career, and she came out with one of the songs I included is called Bubble Pop, and it's a real poppy song, probably like 5 years ago, again, something like that. And then the song I really got into was B-A-B-E. They call it Baby, but B-A-B. I got into that, and I have that video here. And I showed it to my girlfriend, and she saw this like Korean girl dancing around or whatever. And she's like, oh, great. I'm like, give it a chance. And it just won her over, you know. And I kind of knew it was going to. I was hoping it did, and it did. So it's kind of cool. And K-pop, since then, it's been something that we shared. But I've learned after watching some that there's kind of a whole process to a K-pop video. They'll put out some samples of the video, and then they'll put out the video on a release date. And then soon after, they'll do like a comeback where they just kind of go live with it, a comeback, and then they do dance practice. And from the dance practice, well, I have her babe choreography video. I have her baby, B-A-B, baby, a couple of times where she's on. And then I have this guy who does a reaction to her video. And it's funny because there's all these different branches off of K-pop. Like, people do reaction videos to the K-pop. And then I added Pentagon because she's later in this. I really love this song when it came out. The Shine song, I just loved it. And I listened to it like 100 times at least when I first heard it. And it's just a great song. But there's this guy, Edon, who's in it. And she was in a band with Edon and some other guy. But then there's some drama that happened. And it turned out that she was dating Edon. And that's a no-no in the K-pop world, you know. They like for their pop stars to stay single. So both of them left. They admitted they were in a relationship. They left. And now, to bring it full circle, they are putting out a new album like next week. under the name of, I can't remember it, but it's Psy put out a album, like a production company, and they're going under his name, P something. I forget the name of it though. But it's coming out like November 1st. So I made a reaction to that. I added Hyuna a video called Red, and it's just a funny song. And then I threw in some Red Velvet. Red Velvet is definitely a fun K-pop band. I added Red Flavor, Power Up on the playlist. Power Up's a great song. It kind of sounds like Mario Brothers a little bit. It's got like a one-up part in it. And then they have a song called Dum Dum. Dum 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 Dum. It's pretty catchy. And then we have one of my favorite songs by them, which is Really Bad Boy and RBB. And I didn't like the video here because I was like, this is stupid. It came up after Halloween, so it was about a year ago. It's like, what is this? But then I started watching a whole bunch of the dancers. So I'm giving some examples of, so this is like Really Bad Boy, and then there's the Comeback, and then there's K-pop in public. And that's really what caught me, was the K-pop in public dances of Really Bad Boy. Kind of got me to open up my mind a little and give them a chance. Give that song a chance. And I really fell in love with the song afterwards. You know, it's simple, it's catchy, and I like it. I added in here a K-pop random play dance at KCON 2018 in Los Angeles. And this was the first random play dance video that I saw. And it opened my mind because you see people, a K-pop random play dance, people just kind of jump in with a song that they know the dance. And it's just so fascinating to me to see people dive in. And I really like this one. This one turned me on to a lot of bands that I didn't know about. And in this list, someone put the names like on the closed caption, so I could see the name of the artist and the song. And if I liked the way the audience was dancing to it, I would check out the video. And if I liked the video, I would tell my girlfriend, like, "Hey, check this out." So one of the other ones here I have is Momo Lance, classic band, probably one of my favorite K-pop. Their songs are just great. There's a lot of them, and they just wanted me and my girlfriend over also. And so I have Boom Boom. I have the Boom Boom Dance Practice. I have the Boom Boom Comeback. And then I have a Boom Boom K-pop in public in Mexico. And I just thought that was so cool. And then I have Bam Practice. And then the Comeback. And then K-pop in Mexico again. And it's so fascinating. Around the world, you see all these people who do these dances in public, and I just really enjoy it, you know. And there's all sorts of people. It's not just girls that do the dances. There's also sorts of people who do it. I'm just fascinated by it. So I added another one too, the winner of one of the K contests, from the Heat dance crew in here. And then, of course, I threw in ITZY. ITZY, maybe in the last year, they came out with Dala Dala. And Dala means different, so it's kind of a cool song where they're singing that I'm different, I'm Dala Dala, yeah. I think that's what it means. And then ITZY has Ice. They're one of their newer songs, I guess several months ago, is Icy. I had that one in my head today. And then I threw in Blackpink. Now, I've done a lot of listening to Blackpink. The first song I heard was Doo 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 Do. And this is another first one that I played for my girlfriend, and it just really pulled her in, you know. I added Blackpink As If It's Your Last and Blackpink Boombaya. And then one of the Blackpink members, Jennie, she came out with her own like solo album. And the name of the song is Solo. And at first I didn't like the first video, but it grew on me, you know. And I ended up, I believe I have a bias, and they call that in K-pop. When you watch a K-pop video, basically like your favorite, you can have a bias. And so I added Jennie on here, and her solo song. I like the choreography and unedited choreography version. It's cool. I just like the environment, everyone dancing there. Kill This Love was like their newest single, so I added it on there from a few months back. And then the last two songs I added on here, and believe me, I could go on. I'm going to have to do a second part of the K-pop video. This one's just getting way too long. And the last thing I added was the Blackpink Forever Young, and then the comebacks of that song. And the reason I added that one was because this song helped me find Blackpink. Because I was like, it sounded like a Kesha song. I'm like, what's that new I think Kesha's in a K-pop song. I think Kesha's in, I would hear the voice and it sounds like Kesha. But it wasn't Kesha, it was Rosé from the Blackpink K-pop group. And it was just fun. It was just part of one of the things that got me kind of into this band. And I added it as part of the rabbit hole. So if you want to join me and you want to go down, just you should just stand by and just the video should start next as recommended if I do it right. But yeah, this is Rabbit Hole Season 1, Episode 1, and hopefully you join me. If you have any other ideas for rabbit holes or things that you just know about or are interested, make a playlist like this one and send it to me, and I'll create a video of me explaining what that playlist is. But I love kind of using YouTube as a way to get away from things and problems, and it's just a great escape for me. And I look forward to suggestions and videos. Like, I'd like to go down someone else's rabbit hole and kind of see what everyone has their little niche that they know and they love, and I just like to find out about that stuff, broaden my horizon a little. But enjoy the next playlist, and thanks for watching, guys.